After crossing the Arctic Circle twice and conquering two of the world's toughest roads, it was time for the Dominar Polar Odyssey to head further south, all the way through breathtaking Canada. Three Indian riders embarked on an odyssey that would stretch from the North Pole to the South Pole, spanning 4 months, 50,000 kilometers and 17 countries. After leaving the frigid cold of the Arctic Circle, things heated up drastically for the Dominar riders. Wild forest fires had made their journey ahead dangerous and extremely unpredictable.
We've been riding for about almost 150 kilometers. We've seen forest fires after forest fires that have devastated this region. Now just watch the color of the sky as it changes. We can smell and taste the smoke this side. Even the color of the lake has changed.
Fire by Dees Lake, a big fire along Highway 16 around Burns Lake and Fraser Lake.
But after following some helpful advice from the local authorities, the riders were safely out of harm's way. They continued their adventure and came across Signpost Forest, one of the most unique landmarks en route to Canada.
Riders from Georgia making sure they're leaving a signpost here.
Hey guys, we are trying to leave our mark here.
DK, Avinash, DG.
Further ahead was a true wonder of nature, Salmon Glacier.
It's unimaginable. How can these things form and stay intact for millions of years? So this is the first view of Salmon Glacier.
And even after witnessing the beauty Canada had to offer, it was the hospitality and the kindness of the people that truly won the riders' hearts.
Hats off to you to drive all the way from Bangalore.
Thank you. We are in Madras, Cafe Madras.
We meet this lovely gentleman here, Peter, and you'll be surprised, like the way this discussion would now go ahead. Yes, sir.
और हम तीनों इतने जल्दी दोस्त बन गए।
Absolutely. तो ये बताइए कि आप इतना हिंदी कैसे बात करते हैं?
मैं तो लखनऊ में पैदा हुआ।
लखनऊ में पैदा हुआ?
मैं यूपी वाला हूँ।
लखनऊ में पैदा हुआ यूपी वाला भैया है हमारे।
But just as the riders were taking in the splendor of this beautiful land, the journey ahead would take an awful turn. In fact, on reaching Vancouver, the riders faced one of the most difficult moments of the Odyssey. One of the bikes sustained extensive damage when it suddenly collided with a car that had jumped a signal.
There was a lady standing on the opposite side who wanted to take a left. She just slammed on her accelerator and took a really fast left. The moment I saw that, I hit the brakes completely, went in straight and then collided to the car.
Seems to have went in here and there is a dent here.
Depending on the nature of the accident, yes, it would have been a hard call. But under the circumstances of an adventure, the journey must go on.
Since urgent repairs were required, ride leader Deepak was confronted with a dreadful decision, one that could delay the Odyssey indefinitely. But at the brink of this desperate situation, it was the people of Canada that came to the riders' aid, all to make sure that the Odyssey continued.
Alright Deepak, yesterday we have Navdeepaji and today we have Deepaji. So 3 Sardars are still there. We will get you fixed up.
Bajaj Auto India intervened and shipped all the necessary spare parts in no time for the riders to go on.
Avi, sad face.
Sad face, not anymore.
We just need to finish this and head out.
After much delay and a whirlpool of emotions, the Dominars and the riders were ready and raring to go, stronger and more determined.
Cheers to that. Cheers.
The Canadian Indian community had organized a fabulous send-off before our riders left Vancouver. But before the riders were ready to leave, one last surprise awaited them. During the delay, Odyssey leader Deepak Kamat's wife Anita had reached Canada to join the Odyssey up to the United States.
The world gets even more beautiful when you travel with your better half.
Her presence brought a new wave of positive emotion, boosting the riders' morale for the journey ahead.
Riding as pillion, doing triple-digit speeds throughout the day, yet she never complained about any discomfort whatsoever.
Thrilled to be back on the road, the riders rode at a breakneck speed, covering close to 800 kilometers in a single day.
There have been instances where we have covered 700 to 800 kilometers in a single day. The Dominars have been really holding superbly throughout, under all this stress, and yet absolutely no performance drop. We overtake these massive trucks with a little twist of the throttle, and even at speeds over 120 to 130 kilometers per hour speed, the Dominars have been very steady, and that's the best part of it.
Their next destination was Carway, a small hamlet town at the international border between Canada and the United States. But before leaving Canada, they decided to visit some of the most majestic sights this land had to offer.
Having left Surrey, BC, and we are headed towards Jasper. Trust me guys, these landscapes are absolutely surreal. So this is the Yellowhead Lake. Lake Louise towards Banff is just simply unbelievable.
There were even times when the riders left the comfort of their bikes and opted to ride the bus to explore the ice fields of Icefields Parkway.
My love is pure. I saw some angels. Of that I'm sure. You smiled at me on the glacier. You were with another man.
Canada was an emotionally charged journey. One filled with great memories, great stories, new friends, beautiful landscapes, and beautiful people.
Motorcycle jerry cans helping a car fellow. That's the refueling in progress. We are now in the United States of America. This is the border crossing town of Carway. The other side is Canada. This is the United States.
Now, the Dominar Polar Odyssey continues towards the United States. Ahead lie many more adventures to uncover, wonderful people to meet, several stunning locations, and roads to explore.